I had some things I need to do. But basically, this is continuation of the inside newsletters. It took kind of time for the D, but we talking today about Avatar. Avatar. What does Avatar mean?
A manifestation of a deity or released soul in bodily form on earth, an incarnate divine teacher. Do you want to hear the remaining one?
Say it again.
A manifestation of a deity or released soul in bodily form on earth, an incarnate divine teacher.
Okay, it says a manifestation, an avatar. You can Google it with your it doesn't show up. But it's not there. No more. Anyway. What is an avatar?
Here's some information.
Okay. He gave me a picture of a movie Avatar. But basically, let's go on what we talking about. Because Sarah, she was not even here. She was here, but she wasn't public. An avatar is an extraordinary being. He is the miraculous embodiment of the divine in human form, an incarnation for the welfare of all humans, similar to uplift humanity. There are some who state that they will uplift humanity, but at the same time, they do not have the frequency nor the information to make it happen. They do have knowledge, so they are doing things recyclably on and on, which they learn, and that is E for effort, but that's not E for excellence. So it states avatars come in succession. One spirit incarnates into a person, who then incarnate into another person, and so on. So the avatar before me from 1970 that came in the meteorite called Bennett, and you can do the research and see that ones who activated and told and made known to rejuvenate, resuscitate, and reprogram the DNA that was eluded or toxic from the founding fathers, such as Washington, George, Thomas Jefferson, things of that name. The word Washington is Wa Shaitan, and the other one is Thomas was the word Thutmose. So these names, as we now, from 1983 to now 2021, we will reinforce and we will show forth and prove that those who put their best foot forward can get their ass at the end of the line and get reprogrammed, get cleansed up by using that which they know that they kept secret, that which is sacred, which is the Holy Quran, the knowledge of the Masons, the knowledge of the Eastern Stars, the knowledge of the Shriners, those who went into private but call it secret, those who are in the Boule, those who are in the Skull and Bones, and any other organizations that's on, in, or inside the planet Earth. Okay, so he says his arrival marks the end of an age, his exit marks the beginning of another. We use the Hindu word avatar for English speaking people because it's much easy for them than the Arabic word as a illa mutajasid. Illa mutajasid is the Arabic word. The word avatar is a Hindu word. Okay, it is when a person is born that the avatar incarnates into them. So actually the energy, the etheric forces actually comes into one. This is why I had stated that in 1970 and 77, the return of new energies start to activate that which already was implanted in the earth years ago from eons back. It says, it is when a person is born that the avatar incarnates into them. As a person grows and matures, the spirit within him dominates his body. Useless, the person surprises it and dies, not allowing it to manifest. Okay. It is when a person is born that the avatar incarnates into them. As the person grows and matures, the spirit within him dominates his body. Unless the person suppresses it and dies, not allowing it to manifest. Although an avatar acts and moves as a human, when one looks into his eyes, one can clearly see that he is not a mere mortal, for he embodies a complete mastery of the transcending of the physical world. This includes the ability to materialize objects at will. He also possessed the ability to manifest a flow of pure, inexhaustible love, a special grace that transcends all conditions of karma or fate. In the Arabic language, this is also called qadar, Qadr. And if you look at the name Derek, you will see the word qadar, Keder, qadar, Keder, Derek, the way. And this is the English version of the same that we're speaking of here. So this includes the ability of materializing objects at will. He also possessed the ability to manifest a flow of pure and inexhaustible love, a special grace that transcends all conditions of fate. In Arabic language, this is called khida. The avatar has clear conscious of the past, the present, and the future. He is the high priest of the order of Melchizedek. Like a human being, he too has likes and dislikes. His experience, he experienced pains and also wants comfort. But he has overcome certain principles that most people cannot overcome. An avatar comes to earth when man begins towards corruption and negative qadar, or when the karma of the earth begins to dominate. The earth goes through cycles every 2,075 years. We are now passing from the era of water and moving to the era of air. Men who once believed in water religions, the physical aspects of religion, shall now understand the spiritual aspects of religions. How many people witness the extraordinary acts of avatars firsthand, yet still fall away, and return back to the world of darkness? A multitude of the people who saw Jesus as the Messiah heal sickness such as fever, leprosy, palsy, invertebrate weakness, main limbs, dropsy, blindness, deafness, and dumbness, still left him for a world of the devil. Curse him. Now, ask yourself how and why. If you read the Holy Quran, chapter 18, verses 60 through 82, the story of the cave, they did not understand how the master did things or why he did them, and they could not be patient, so many turned back. The book of Corinthians by Paul, chapter 15, verse 6, it states, of whom The greater part remain until this present, but some are falling asleep. So after this, I just wanted to say this here about the people that walked with the avatar, the people that seen the many miracles in their life, and how they once sat in the midst of those who had the light, and they thought the light was them because they were given grace to work within the light, and they fell off because they didn't believe and they ran back. Even with the pandemic, people were let go from the slave mentality of listening and running around like a chicken, like a slave, but they ran right back. So people had their chance after chance after chance. We are now in a different way of doing things. The grace period, as when the honeymoon, when the bride and the groom came together, and the wedding of what they call Jesus Christ. This is similar, but on a larger scale, as we will explain to those who have the patience, those who learn the attributes of the characteristics which they represent, those who fast, those who don't eat greedily, those who share, but share with those who will not be a hindrance towards the movement of love and peace and happiness. So we're speaking about the avatar and how the avatar comes to help those. It happened in 1983. It happened in 1970. It was in the making of that avatar to bring more avatars, to enlighten and to resurrect those, to resuscitate those who were coming at a rapid pace but didn't have the proper guidance. This guidance was given in what place they call bush, the burning bush, the wick, the light, in what they call nice. We call nice today NYC, the new you, the resurrected you, the saved you, the saviors, the new messiahs, and the new messiahs, the new priests and priestess, those who walked, in the light, the green light. So there's many things that we will be talking about. I had promised that I would talk about the avatar, and that was happening. So we're going to end this here, and we're going to say, wake up, wake up. Get on the end of the line.